Now that you're signed up for our Google Classroom, I'm going to show you how to navigate through the Google Classroom. So you'll want to click on our class, Mrs. McClune's First Grade, and you're going to first come up to this Stream window, which will tell you about any upcoming assignments that you have, and if I'm communicating something, it'll be here. Primarily, you're going to be on the classwork part, and on here you're going to see the different assignments that your child has. Now, up here I have my contact information, also some links that we are going to use, and then a specific link to Class Dojo, which I'll explain later this week. You're going to look each week, you're going to see that there is a section specifically for that week. And the one that you actually want to click on is going to be the agenda. Once you click on that agenda, you're going to be able to open it up in Google Slides. And let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. All right. So you'll see that I'm still working a little bit on finishing up our agenda right now. But on here will be everything that your student needs to do. It will also have the times that we are meeting for our class, that we are doing live sessions. So right here you have our morning meeting, and this is a live lesson, and our time is going to be from 9:30 to 9:50. For my class, your child needs to be logged into Zoom for 9:30. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to click this link right here that will take you directly to our Zoom meeting room. And this is the same Zoom meeting room we are always going to use. It's the same link posted throughout this agenda. But just in case you're not sure, there it is. And I'm going to show you how to log on to Zoom in another video. All right, so that's what we do. Live meeting every single day, 9:30 to 9:50. And then we have our language arts block. And our language arts block, we're going to do our live lesson from 10 to 11. So between 9:50 and 10, I'm allowing the students to have a little bit of a break because I know that they will be on Zoom lessons for their specials that are 9:10 to 9:30. So that's quite a bit of time for them to be logged on. I want them to just, you know, get up, move around a little bit, but you don't have to log them off of Zoom. They can just stay right on. And then we'll just continue with our lesson right at 10, so everybody's participating again. All right, so during our live lesson, there's going to be lots of different activities for the students to do. Sometimes it will last until 11, sometimes it will be shorter. But the students, we will definitely start at 10 o'clock. For our live lessons, I'll be going over some basic things, things that the students need to know. I'll be specifically teaching the lessons for that day for language arts. Now, when we're not meeting for our live lesson, there are screencasts. And a screencast is a video that your child will need to watch. And you can see here that they all have specific links. Now, these links are specifically for that day. So Monday, you would want to click on this link right here. That will give you the Heggerty link, which is our brain book. We do brain book every day, and my first brain book video explains what your child's expected to do during that time. And then down here there's a reading comprehension link, so that'll take you to our assignment for that day. It's not on there yet, but it will be. Then there's a handwriting link, and again that will take you to the video and assignment for that day. So notice that you don't have to leave this agenda to get your assignments. It is all right in front of you. All right, the next part is our small groups. And what that means is students are going to be assessed, and I'm going to put them into small groups for reading, and I'm also going to put them into small groups for math, because obviously every child needs something different right now. So your student might be in a group with 4 or 5 other students to get exactly what he or she needs. Maybe your child needs work on the letter A, or maybe your child is already blending some sounds together. But each student is going to get what they need. And that means I'm not meeting with everybody at that time. So here's my small groups. Maybe I'm meeting with the Kit Kats from 11 to 11:20. Then that means anybody that's not in the Kit Kat section will be working on their screencasting. So that's the time that they'll be working on these videos and those assignments. And then I'll put in here who I'm meeting with and the time, and then that's who wants to log in during that time. You don't want to be logged in for somebody else's small group. I won't let you in the room if you're not at that time. So that's how we're going to break that down. I'll explain that more on our back to school video. All right. The next part is there's going to be independent practice, and they will also be right here for the students to complete. Then once your student is done with that section or they're working independently, they will have lunch and they'll get to take a break. They'll get to also do their small group for Tier 1 and Tier 3. I'll be pooling with different students during that time from 12:35 to 1:35 also. So that will also be included here. Right now it's not. I goofed. All right, so then at 1:35, we're going to have whole group math lesson. And that means everybody in our class needs to be logged into Zoom from 1:35 to 2:05. And again, you'll just click on this link and that will take you directly to our Zoom meeting room. Then, once we're done at 2:05, students will either meet with me for small groups, see down here, 2:05 to 3:05, and again, it's going to work the same way. I'll be pulling small groups, and depending on what group your child is in, that's what time they'll log in for the class. When they are not logged in with me, they will be, there's videos, and then there's also a math assignment for the day. So they will click down here to be able to do the math assignment. Now, sometimes the math assignment and the reading assignments will take them 15 minutes. Sometimes it might take them 30 minutes. And all children are different, so they might take children different amounts of time. But everything that I put on here is something that your child will be capable of, maybe with a little bit of guidance from you at the beginning on how to operate the technology, but it's pretty straightforward on what to do. There's videos explaining exactly what they need to do, because I know you can't sit there the entire day and make sure that they complete the assignments. But at the beginning, it is going to be a little bit necessary for you to help them know the time to log on to Zoom, and then also when to, or what sites to click on to do their next assignment. All right, and then the very last part of our day, we have our social studies and content. And so for social studies and content, that goes from 3:15 to 3:45. You'll notice here that Monday through Thursday, we do not meet live. And that's, again, because students need time for their independent work. And there is a small assignment that students will be doing. So they'll watch the video here for their social studies. And then there's also the activity that's right here in this same link. And once they do that, I will then meet with them on Friday to discuss what they've done and then also what's coming for the following week. So hopefully you have an idea now of the agenda, what your student's going to be expected to do, what times they're expected to do, everything. And if you have questions, please let me know. I will be doing a back to school video for you, so it'll explain even more in detail as to what's going to happen. But that's how you're going to work our agenda.